What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We've got a mailbag of questions that you've sent in about the PDT rule. We're going to get through them all today, hopefully giving you all the answers you need for that amazing day that we have coming forward on June 4th, Liberation Day for the retail traders. What do we got in the bag here, Mikey?
Lots of good questions. So thank you for submitting them in the YouTube chat, YouTube comments. But yeah, let's dive right in. So what happens when you have under $2,000 in a margin account? Are you still under pattern day trading rules?
So the pattern day trading rule is going away for margin accounts specifically. When you get under the 2,000 mark, you've got flexibility there in terms of it'll depend on how much margin buying power you have. For the most part, it won't matter. So in a margin account, as long as you don't go past your margin limits, the PDT rule will not apply. Thankfully, with Reg T margin accounts, regular Reg T margin accounts, you won't be able to go past your margin buying power without added leverage coming from like an intraday margin account. So for the most part, the answer is it won't matter for you on those accounts.
Yeah, and really, the options buying power on the Tasty Trade platform, the options buying power, as long as that's above zero, and you won't be able to put yourself in a situation where you can execute a trade to bring you below zero.
You cannot trade options on margin.
Yeah.
So you go margin debit
Correct.
via options. So if you're trading SPX, whether it be short put spreads, short call spreads, long calls, long puts, whatever you're doing, you can't use margin debit to trade those options. And so with options, it's never going to be an issue. It's really only going to come into play with stock.
Yep. Next question. I'm still confused. If I have $3,000 in my account, assuming I am at least staying near break even, can I buy and sell a $1,000 SPX option repeatedly, just 3 times or as many times as I want? And does immediate reconciliation occur in cash accounts or only in margin accounts?
So for margin accounts, you can trade that as much as you want. The cash will settle. And so as long as you have the capital to buy that option or sell that option, you can trade it as many times as you want in and out. There's no restrictions there. Cash accounts are going to be separate, so you'll still have the same cash account restrictions. That said, you can move that money into a margin account if you are looking to day trade that.
Absolutely. And I think this is a good call out. If you go to tastylive.com and you go to the news and insights tab, we have written content that really spells out a lot of this stuff too. Mm-hmm. I just wrote one the other day specifically about the intraday margin rules, which is like ultimately the new framework that's going in, the intraday margin framework. And it spells out all of the things that come to this. But yes, ultimately, the nice thing about this is the quantity of trades that used to be a hindrance where you couldn't day trade more than 4 times in a 5-day rolling period. That is no longer a thing. And you have in a margin account, if you're opening and closing the trade, it just goes back into your margin ability or your available buying power, let's call it, to continue to day trade. So if you have $3,000 and you're buying and selling $1,000 option, trying to take 5 cents or 10 cents out of it, you can do that as many times as you want, as long as you are staying afloat in terms of options buying power, which you will be doing anyways. You won't be able to execute an options trade and go below that on Tasty Trade.
As long as you have the cash to hold the position to buy the option, you can trade it as many times as you want.
Exactly. Next question. I trade in a small cash account and it takes 1 day, T+1, for my cash to settle, and I have to wait a day to use that cash. When the rule changes, will my cash automatically settle once the trade is done? No more waiting? Question mark.
So cash accounts will be unchanged. The PDT rule doesn't apply to cash accounts. It'll only apply to margin accounts. That said, again, you can change your account type or really just transfer into a margin account. You can open a margin account, internally transfer that cash. The cash balance will be in your margin account, and you'll be able to trade without the PDT restrictions in a margin account.
Exactly. And this applied to a lot of people. Like a lot of people we're in a margin account, got the PDT flag, got locked out, moved to a cash account to avoid it. So unfortunately, like that was what you had to do if you were trying to like continuously trade in a more limited subset of strategies that you can do in a cash account. But now that these rules are changing, the PDT rule is being eliminated. It's being replaced by the intraday margin framework for Reg T accounts. So if you have a cash account, like Nick said, you can open a margin account, transfer the money in from the cash to margin, and you'll be able to utilize this new framework.
Yep.
How do I choose between intraday margin account and a Reg T account, or is it just automatic?
So currently at Tasty Trade, it'll be automatic for a Reg T account. Intraday margin accounts allow extra leverage up to about 4 times versus Reg T, which is 2 times just on stock. So this only applies to trading stock. It does not apply to options. Options are not intraday marginable equity options, and are not marginable in general to go margin debit on those options. So the intraday margining framework is not something you'll have to worry about in a Tasty Reg T margin account. It's not going to be applicable.
Yeah, I think this is just an overlap of verbiage, really.
Yes.
Like an intraday margin account versus the intraday margin framework, which is now being used. But to answer it simply, like Nick said, you don't have to do anything in your Reg T standard margin account, which is what you would have at Tasty. The framework will just automatically take over on June 4th. We'll be ready day 1 at Tasty Trade.
Yes.
And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to enable or click anything.
Correct.
What's the deal with SDTBP, otherwise known as starting day trading buying power, and day trade calls? They simply don't exist anymore?
Correct. So this will not be an issue. All of these day trade calls in margin accounts, which basically is just your cash balance being less than what you started with, these will all go away.
Yep. And this was an interesting one after talking to some of the guys and girls on the desk. This one is just as popular in terms of like the calls you get relative to PDT. So a day trade call relative to starting day trading buying power is like, let's say you have $50,000 in your account, you're over the 25K threshold. However, you're using 49K of your 50K. The next day, your starting day trading buying power would only be $1,000. If you closed existing positions that day, you could only day trade with $1,000 because that was your starting day trading buying power. So it's kind of like a backward looking number where now that is gone. So starting day trading buying power is gone. Day trade calls are gone. They're replaced with the intraday margin framework. And that eliminates the situation of getting a day trade call, even if you have an account over 25K.
Yes.
So yes, to put it simply, these simply will not exist anymore. Again, you don't have to do anything. It'll just be the new intraday margin framework that will be used by brokerage firms.
Yep. No more equity maintenance calls either.
Yep.
Equity maintenance calls, basically when you go below the 25K at the close of a day and you have done multiple trades, you would actually get a call to increase the buying power above 25,000. And so those will also go away too.
Mm-hmm. The PDT rule has killed my account, having winning trades turning into big time losers overnight, especially on this huge run up, ready for the change. Yeah, I think when it comes down to the PDT rule going away, and we've talked about this too before, like let's say you sold a put spread, the only way to like remove the risk without getting a PDT flag is to like box it off, or like do the opposite one day later. Like it was not an easy thing to do, but now you don't have the restriction in terms of the number of trades you can do. Again, as long as you are above your zero balance and you have available cash to use for trading, you're good to go, which to me translates to taking risk off. Risk management is, you can do whatever you want in terms of risk management. You don't have to hold anything overnight anymore because you were afraid of getting a PDT call.
Yep.
What about short selling? Good question. Good question.
Short selling will be allowed in the same fashion. And if that's the day trade that you're doing, whether it be short options or short shares, same framework. There's no difference there between, no change there in relation to the PDT. The PDT will apply and will be gone, I should say, for short premium, short stock, short, whatever.
Yep. And short selling is basically categorized as an IML reducing transaction, which is the same as anything else. Like if you have available capital to day trade and then you place a trade, that is going to reduce your available capital to trade going forward. So short selling, it doesn't restrict or anything like that. But this is another good call out. I would check out the News and Insights tab for the intraday margin framework article that we wrote. It spells out a lot more in there. But yeah, short selling still allowed. It's all just under the new framework that would exist. Do you need a minimum of 2K to trade unlimited in terms of day trading then?
So you will need a 2,000 to open a margin account. You won't necessarily need to have that in cash value at the time to trade intraday on whatever you are trading. That said, you need the capital. You won't be able to margin out option positions. So you need the capital to buy or sell an option. That is not going away.
100%. So yeah, in terms of going under 2,000, being over 2,000, like that isn't really a thing. It's more just, again, about staying above your capital available to day trade. And as long as you are trading within that threshold, you're good. We should bring up though, like the 90-day freeze, like getting the call, like these calls can still happen if you drop below zero. Like if you put on a position and you take losses.
And you're in a margin call.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you want to
can't hide from the margin call. Yeah. Those don't go away. If you lose more than you have, that's a problem. But you can only do that via stock. You cannot go margin debit on options. So anybody that is trading options, SPX, SPY, Tesla, you name it, you cannot borrow money to trade options.
Correct.
And so this situation, the PDT rules, some of the nuances here don't apply to 99% of option trading. That said, you still have expiration risk and there are risks to options that can expire. So if you are trading an SPY option and it's right at the money and the option expires at the end of the day and it expires out of the money and there is a move in the after hour session where the market goes higher, that option goes in the money. You can still be assigned shares on that option if you're long or short it, which can lead into a margin call the next day. So you have to still manage your positions, especially in equities, and especially if you are close to expiration, you should keep in mind expiration risk because that can put you into a potential margin call into the next day.
Exactly. And as long as you're keeping an eye on your position, trading responsibly, making sure that your available options buying power is above zero, you'll be okay. Like you won't have these things, but they can still happen because markets move and you're taking risk, et cetera, et cetera. And you can get into these calls if you drop below zero, just like you could before. But the above zero limitations, like the PDT rule, if you had under 25K, between 0 and 25K, and you were day trading, like that is gone. Yes. Same with day trade calls, starting day trading buying power, EM calls. So it's going to be a whole new world for margin accounts. But really, to sum it up again, if you have a cash account, nothing changes for cash accounts. There's still T+1 settlement rules, all that stuff. So you can open a margin account. If you want to at Tasty, you can move your cash internally from a cash account into a margin account. If you want to partake in these new rules, the framework that will take place on June 4th of this year, Tasty Trade will be ready day one. I'm super excited for it. I think, again, it's just a lot more flexibility from a risk management standpoint. You don't have to worry about holding positions overnight because you would get slapped with a PDT call if you closed the position, if you were day trading, those kinds of things. So a lot less to think about in that regard. But again, like we've said, still need to trade responsibly, keep your risk in check, and keep that options buying power above zero, and you'll be okay.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Well, that was that. PDT mailbag video questions. Thank you so much for submitting them. Keep your eyes peeled for a lot more content. We still have plenty more content coming your way for PDT on the Tasty Live YouTube channel.
If you got more questions, post them in the comment section on this video and we'll use them for the next one. And of course, like and subscribe to our channel. Give us that love.
Absolutely. Well, this was fun. And we'll do it again. Submit those questions, and we'll see you next time.